Hey guys, thanks for bearing with me so much. I just had to take a few days to try and calm down from, well, you've seen my first video. Thursday was a pretty long day. I had a lot of testing done. I met more people that day, like the nurses, I had to meet the whole transplant team. And I had to take a class. I have this really thick book I have to get to reading, and I don't know, Thursday was crazy. I found out a lot of information that I didn't know about before. So I'm gonna just jump right into it because I really don't want to drag this video out any longer than what it should be. So we go there, I get my blood work. As you've seen in the video, they took 21 vials of blood. Speaking of, I got a letter in the mail today and they want more blood. Didn't you just get 21 vials? I mean, how many more do you want? So I got that. I have to get a stress test done. And because I am refusing dialysis, they want me to see a psychiatrist. And I'm like, okay, why do I need to see a psychiatrist? That boggles my mind. Well, the lady goes, well, because you're denying dialysis, and dialysis will keep you alive until you find a kidney. Well, yeah, but I know people sit on dialysis for years and years and years, and I have read stories and talked to people that's been on it for over 30 years. Since the day I was born, I have dealt with medical problem after medical problem after medical problem. I am now 32 years old and I am tired. Mentally and physically tired. I've been dealing, my PKD has really drugged me down these past 2-3 years. A major difference I've noticed I can't eat as much, or I'm crying in pain because my kidneys are just so big and they're pushing against everything, and I just want them out. But okay, anyway, getting off subject. So we're at the place and I'm meeting all these people, and so I have to go see a psychiatrist now before I don't even know if I can get a transplant, is the whole thing. I have to go see the psychiatrist. I had to go to the OBGYN. I got my blood work done. I got my chest x-ray. Oh, I know what it was. A stress test. They wanted me to get a stress test. My count is at 24%. Which means my kidneys are working 24%. They were working 19%, but I slacked off. Well, I completely quit sodas, and I went vegan, and my kidney count went from 19 to 24, like that. But in order to get a transplant, your kidney count has to be under 20. So it's basically like, okay, so do I go home and start drinking a bunch of sodas so I can get my kidney count down so I can get approved? I have to get approved to, even if I have a live donor, I have to get approved to get a kidney so I can live? What the hell? I didn't know this. I mean, I knew that if my health wasn't good enough, that that they would say, I'm sorry, but we can't work on you. Your health isn't good enough. I can understand that part. I can understand that part so much, but I mean, like, okay, with polycystic kidney disease, the kidneys are so big. On a normal kidney transplant, they leave the person's kidneys in them, and they make an incision down kind of in the groin area by the bladder, and they insert the other kidney in there, the transplant kidney in there. And once the other kidneys stop working, they just kind of shrivel up and go away. Well, in my case, first of all, I've had 6 or 7, I've had so many I can't keep count, 6 or 7 hernia repairs. So my entire abdominal wall is covered in mesh. It's sewn to my muscles. It is covered in mesh because of all the hernia problems due to my PKD. And my kidneys need to come out. I am in pain every day. Every day I can breathe like less deep every day. And I don't smoke anymore. I quit smoking, but it's because my kidneys are growing and they're pushing on all my insides. You know, I can only eat so much without being hunched over in pain and crying, and it's just, I'm ready to do this, and for them to tell me, oh, well, you might not be able to because of this, this, and this, it just boggles my mind. Now, they said that, I told the doctor, I met the surgeon, and she was really nice, and I told her, you know, if you're not taking my kidneys out, and you're just putting the donated one in, I don't even want the transplant, because I am in so much pain already from these kidneys, and then they want to add more organs inside of me. No, if my kidneys cannot come out, I don't want this transplant. I don't want to live miserable for the rest of my life. Yes, they're giving me a kidney, and if it, you know, if my body doesn't reject it and it gives me a longer life, that'd be great. But if you don't remove my kidneys that have PKD and all these cysts in them, and they're so big, if you don't remove that, then I'm still going to live a fucking life in miserable pain every day. So what is the point? What is the point? So yeah, I told her, you know, and then she said that if I go to the hospital, I can, it's going to be a long stay. First, what they would do would be take my kidneys out, and they would have to make a cut, you know, going all the way down my abdomen, which means they would have to cut through my mesh, which I don't like, because the last doctor I went to, he did it right. I haven't had a hernia in over a year, and that is a miracle, because I've had one for every year for a while now, and I was getting pretty sick of it. So I really don't want that mesh messed with. I was hoping maybe they could go like around the sides. I don't know, but she said it has been done before, you know, cutting through mesh and everything. I don't know. Excuse me. But yeah, so they said they would remove my kidneys, and then 2 days later they would put the donor kidney in me, and I might have to do a couple of days of dialysis, which I don't mind. I don't mind a couple of days of dialysis. I really don't. It would be better without it, but I mean, if, you know, after I get a kidney, and if my body's not rejecting it, and I gotta do dialysis for like a week or a couple of days or whatever to, you know, until the new kidney starts to work fully, then I'll do that. But I'm too tired, mentally and physically, to do dialysis. And I really hope that my loved ones and my kids and my mom I hope they all understand. My mom understands. She didn't understand at first when I told her I didn't want dialysis. She's like, why? You just go to a place, you get a little needle stuck in your arm, it sucks out your blood, it puts it back in, you go home. It's nothing. But she didn't know about all of the side effects and how it makes you feel and everything. And it just so happened that she lost the job that she was working at for a while, which I'm actually glad she did, because it was just way too stressful for her. But she got this new job at a rehabilitation center, and they are really good. And she said that she sees the people there that are on dialysis and what they go through and how their arms look like, and or if they have their catheters here, how all this is bruised, and it's too much. I've already been through way too much, and I don't see how they do it. People that do dialysis for that long, they are an inspiration to me, because I wish I was that strong. If I didn't have so many medical problems before, then I might be strong enough to do it. But I've been in and out the hospital and in and out of doctor's care since I was pulled from my mother's stomach. Like, the second he seen me, the second I was born, he said something's not right, and they rushed me off to Tulane Hospital, and my mom didn't even get to see me. And that's when my dad found out that he had PKD, because he didn't know. And I think the toll had already, it took effect on him. And I think it was already maybe a little too late for him to save his kidneys, but he was in the middle of trying when we lost him. I'm 32, fixing to be 33. I lost my dad when he was 41 years old. I feel like I'm getting closer and closer and closer to this age that he died. I want to be here for my family. I want to see my kids grow up. I don't ever want to leave them. But I'm being faced with some really, really, really hard decisions right now. Like I said, I don't know if I'm even going to be accepted to get the kidney transplant. I pray I do. I pray that they take my kidneys out and they do the transplant kidney all in one visit, because I want to make the decision. I don't want doctors making the decision for me. I don't feel that that's right. Yes, I know what my consequences are. If my kidneys get bad enough, to where I need dialysis until I find a donor or a kidney, that could be years. I'm not doing that. But I am going to try my damnedest to find a live donor. I've had 2 people already say that they would get tested, and it means the world to me. Well, I mean, I've had more, but, there's this, like, my mom, I can't accept her. It's like, Mom, you already gave me life. I don't know. I just, and then after the surgery, I have to stay in the hospital for weeks. Like, I think they said 2 to 4 weeks. And then I have to stay at an apartment complex. I will get a 2-bedroom apartment with a living room, you know, a full regular apartment, not a hotel, a regular apartment. And I have to stay there for another 5 to 6 weeks because they have to run tests on me every single day after I have my kidney transplant. When you have such a major surgery like that, you kind of want to go home and be comfortable in your own, you know, your own environment. I have kids. I don't have a big family. My family, besides my mom and my kids, my other family could give two shits about me, to be honest. I mean, I don't even know if my only cousin that I talk to watches these. I don't even think she does. I haven't seen her since she was 6 years old, and I think she's like 20, 22, 23 now. Maybe old, I don't know. I don't have family. I don't have people to help me after, you know, I wish that my mom could stay here with the kids and, of course, come and visit me. But I wish that I had, you know, somebody that I knew that could be my caretaker. That's what I need. A caretaker to live with me at the apartment. I think somebody wants to make an appearance. Come on. Come on. That's Daisy. Yeah, she you know, she's got to get attention. Come here, my baby. But, yeah. Let's say hello. Say hello to everybody. Mwah. Say hello. Say hi. But, yeah, so I don't want to say that I'm giving up, because I'm not giving up. Now, if they call me and say, for some reason that I can't get this transplant, which I will update. This is my journey has started, and you guys are coming along with me for every bit of the ride. But if they say no, you know, you cannot get a kidney transplant, then what am I to do? Die? When I was there, do you know these people told me it's called hospice? I'm 32 years old. I don't want to call hospice. I mean, they are really freaking out about me denying dialysis, and I don't see a big deal about it. I see it like this, okay? People that are on dialysis are more scared of death than they are dialysis. Me, I'm the complete opposite. I'm more scared of dialysis than I am of death. Because I have been here on this earth doing this for so long, I'm mentally and I'm physically and spiritually tired. And when you put those two options in front of my face, I'd rather be up there with the Lord, my dad, you know, my family I haven't seen in years, and I'll be able to look down on my kids. By no means do I want to leave my kids early. My friend Christina lost her battle with cancer, and she was my inspiration to never give up. And I'm trying so hard to never give up. But when I feel like I can't. And every day I wake up and I feel like such a burden. I feel like I would almost be more at peace. And I know that sounds horrible. I know it does. I wish my best friend understood, because I miss my best friend. And you know who you are. And you're not probably watching this either, because nobody understands. I've hurt, like I said, I've hurt people's feelings before, and I really didn't mean to. But I'm scared. I could be dead in the next couple of years. I don't want that. But I don't know what's gonna happen. I have to get my stress test and see the psychiatrist, and then they're gonna put me in front of the transplant committee and see if it's a go or not. And basically, I'm getting those tests in July or end of June sometime. So soon after I go get the stress test and see the psychiatrist, I'll be getting a phone call, let me know if it's okay, okay, yes, you can get a transplant. So if I do get the go ahead, to get my transplant, I plan on going crazy, putting signs up, wearing shirts, putting stuff on the back of my mom's car. A friend of mine was talking about doing a fundraiser for me. And there's really people that I would have never thought cared, really do. And the people that I thought cared, they seem to be more selfish than anything. And I'm not trying to be selfish. You would think that a best friend would be there. A best friend would do what a best friend does. And I don't feel like I have that anymore. I feel like I have no family. I feel like I can count on this hand how many friends I have. Because I don't trust anyone anymore. That has a lot to do with it. I just have this feeling like God has bigger plans for me. But I don't know. I don't know what those plans are. I'm tired of feeling like a burden. I really feel like such a burden on everyone. Like, when I make plans and I have to cancel because of my health, and people, you wouldn't believe it, but people get mad. They might not say they're mad, but they show it. And that hurts. Because you don't know what I'm dealing with. You have no idea. I don't like waking up every day wondering You know, is this my last year with my kids? Is this the last birthdays am I going to see? My oldest, Trevin, made it to high school. He made it further than me. And I always told them, that was my promise to them, that I would make sure that there would be nothing like me or their father. And Trevin is making it further than I've made it. And Talon, all he has to do is pass one more grade, and he's made it further than I made it. So I think for a single sick mom, I think I did pretty damn good. And I love those boys to death. And I'll never want to leave them. I really don't, because I know when I lost my dad, that took a toll on me. It really did. So, yeah. We're waiting on me to go get the stress test and talk to the psychiatrist, and then they'll be calling me to let me know after they talk to the transplant committee if I'm able to get a kidney transplant. And then I will do another updated video